Hi there. I'm going to talk about today how I use technology in my profession and not only teaching but coaching aspect as well. I coach a high school football and baseball, and I teach K through 6 physical education in Ohio. And first, the coaching aspect, we use technology, especially in football. They've been watching film for years in football. You film your game, and Saturday mornings usually come in and you watch the tape, and you point out to the players what still needs to be worked on and what they did well. What we have at the school I coach at is a program in our computers. When we film our games, our practices, you just plug it right in the computer, and it goes right into the little program, and you can um, edit it where you can chop up the play and shorten it, and you can just show what you want the players to see. For instance, on Saturday mornings after the game that you film, you instead of it being 3 hours like it used to take, we chop up the film on Friday night, so it's about 45 minutes long, and the players just watch the plays instead of all that stuff after the play. Sometimes it gets filmed before the play, and they can just watch the important stuff because the attention span is going with their cell phones and their iPhones. So we show them what we want them to see, and we get them out of there. And we also do film our practice, and we just plug it in the computer, and we watch the film that night, and then the next day we talk about what we still need to work on, and if it's something we really need to fix, we will show the film to our players before practice, and that helps out a lot so they can actually see what they are doing wrong. It's not just enough to tell them, hey, you missed your block on that, and just show them where they're supposed to go and what they did wrong. We find that it helps out a lot. Now, I do coach baseball as well, and what I do is I film my players hitting, and I will, we'll throw about 20 to them, and they'll hit, and then we'll film it, and then we'll sit down and watch it, and then we'll point out, you need to keep your shoulder down, or you're stepping out of the box, set it to the pitcher, and it actually shows my players what they're doing wrong instead of just saying, hey, you're stepping out of the box. So they actually see what they're doing wrong. And then we go back, give them some more to hit, and film it, and then a lot of times it's corrected for that moment. So actually seeing what you're doing wrong and hearing it, I find it helps out a lot. And technology provides us with that opportunity at the school I coach at. Now, I teach at a different school, but I coach, it's very close to each other, but I teach at an elementary school where we just don't have a lot of money. So we don't have, opportunities to use technology as much as, I would like. Now, my son is at a school where my wife is a teacher at, and they have a little bit of money. So I'm going to interview my son here real quick on the technology in his PE class. Sit down. Now, in your gym class, your PE class, Max, did you guys use the Wii?
Yes.
Why don't you explain a little bit what you guys used?
Um,
You played
Just Dance.
Just Dance.
And Just Dance 2 and Just Dance 3.
So you played Just Dance 1, 2, and 3. And what is Just Dance for those people who don't know?
It's something. It's a game where you have to watch people dance and do the same things if you have the remote. But you can do it too if you don't have a remote.
So you're looking at the TV and you're doing what the people on the screen are doing, or on the screen are doing. You're dancing, right?
Yeah.
And you work up a sweat at all? You get tired at all?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a neat way to use technology. Instead of just playing sitting down with the controller playing the game, you're actually dancing and working out with the game. Is that pretty fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Job. It's obviously an option, that game, and there's also such things as Wii Fit. Now, if my school had that money, that's something I would be doing. But what I do, very simple, is I have a little website that you can get on at the beginning of the year. It's just an introduction to who I am and what we're going to do in my class. And in my district, I have a lot of the same kids every year until they're out of 6th grade. So a lot of the kids are familiar with me, and the parents are familiar with me. It's just for a little introduction about myself, and for the new kids coming in who don't know me as well. Um, one last thing with technology is I I do use PowerPoint in my class sometimes for the older kids to show them a certain skill, and I'll have videos embedded in the PowerPoint for the kids. For instance, like on my badminton unit, I will show the overhand smash. Instead of me just demonstrating it, I'll bring in the projector and just show it to them real quick, and it's just a fun little video that they kind of laugh at me for doing, but it's just a way to incorporate technology into my classroom. So, I hope you've enjoyed my little speech on uh, technology in my profession, and I'd like to thank my son for his interview. So, thank you.